Hello. Today we're going to cover the concept of abstract classes in Java. A little backstory. You'd create an abstract class if you wanted to require all classes that extend that class to implement certain methods. And so we have an example before us. The method that the animal class is requiring is for extending classes to implement the move method highlighted on line 8. You'll also note that an abstract class starts on line 1 with the word abstract, straight out declaring itself abstract. Just because it has unimplemented methods like move doesn't mean that it can't have methods that actually work and store information, such as in line 3, all animals have a name, and on line 5 through 7, enabling the construction of an animal or the storage of a name, and finally on line 10 through 12 for any object that asks, it will return its name. So an abstract class has both abstract methods, it can have a constructor, it can have other methods as well as instance variables. But there's one more important thing you need to remember. You can never create an instance of an abstract class. Let me repeat that. You can never create an instance of an abstract class. So moving over to pig, we see that it extends animal, and hence the real reason why you would have an abstract class, so that you would enforce that class the obligation to implement all the abstract methods. So let's run this. A pig has a breed. It takes in a name and a breed, and the first thing it does is call the parent class constructor in the animal class, passing along the name parameter. It's required that the first call in the child class would be a call to the parent class constructor if there is one made, and it likewise sets the parameter breed value into the instance variable using the this operator. It also has a toString method, and what we'll do right now is just compile. Should provoke an error, and it says pig is not abstract and does not override the method move. And as you recall, a class extending an abstract parent must implement all the abstract methods. So let's go back and do that. I'll just go ahead and copy that, which is why it's highlighted, and paste it into the appropriate place here. And I'll just level it out a little bit and take the word abstract out. There's also no semicolon if you copied that over as well. And basically it's supposed to return the way it moves, which is a pig. So I'll just type pig moves by walking. Some animals swim, some animals slither, some animals hop like kangaroos, and some animals like coral, which only move for a little part of its life, float. But a pig moves by walking. And you can see in toString, I call the parent class getName is a breed, which is the instance that moves by this.move. So what I'm doing is calling the move method within the class using the this keyword. This means in the class. So I'm going to compile it, and I should do pretty well. And my phone is talking. I don't know why. So it's heard inheritance. Take a look. Yeah, it's now I'm talking about inheritance. Compilation successful. Great. Why? Because I implemented the move method, which is an abstract method in my parent animal. Let's see how it works. Into main, I create a new pig called Porky, which is a Vietnamese potbelly. And by the way, as a side trip, I'm just going to go over here and take a look at all these pig breeds. Duroc, Berkshire, Manjalika, Manja. I thought all pigs ate. Anyways, let's run this by first compiling and now running. So it outputs my two-string method representation of a pig. Porky is a Vietnamese potbelly that moves by walking. Great. What's the big deal? Okay, watch this. I'm going to go ahead and create a new pig. Just paste it. Only this time on this side I'm going to create Control Z, just get back to here. An animal Y. And rather than being Porky, I'll just name him Yorkie. And I'll choose the other pig variety that I know, Duroc. And I'll just output that. And instead of X, I'll put Y in there. And that's kind of neat. You'll find that that works great. Running it, Yorkie is a Duroc that moves by walking has been added. So what I've done is put a pig inside an animal container. Why would I do that? Maybe later on down the line I want to create an array of animals because I'm a zoo operator, and inside that array of animals I'll put a pig, a snake, a tiger, all of the animals that I happen to have in my zoo contained in one data structure, an array of the type animal. You'll recall that an array has a single type requirement, okay, homogeneous. Let's press our luck here and create an animal Z equal new animal, and we're really pressing our luck here. And I'll call him Zorky because he's Z. And yeah, I think they're going to go outside, and we're going to have to want to capitalize animal. No sense of getting an error, and we will get an error. Do you remember the first thing that I said about abstract classes? Let's read it when we compile it. Error. Animal is abstract, cannot be instantiated. So I can't create an animal here because I can't create an instance of the animal class. How about if I dress it up as a pig, put lipstick on it and make it fly? Okay. Yep, it still won't take it. Why? Because you can't create an instance of the animal class. Ready? Here's the review. You create an abstract class by putting the word abstract in. Why? Because you want to enforce the obligation of subclasses to implement your abstract method. You can have any number of other things, including instance information, constructors, and accessors like getName. Anything you want to add to the abstract class that actually does things, non-abstract methods, but you can never ever create an instance of that class. It's left to the subclasses that extend that abstract class to implement your abstract methods and to be able to create instances of that parent class through a concept called polymorphism. So what's next for you? What I want you to do is create your own abstract class. There's any number of relationships. Okay, machine would be a great abstract class, and the power system could be hand or electric, and a machine could be any type of thing. A hammer is a simple machine, okay, run by hand, or a washing machine is another type of machine. Basically, what I want you to do is to create any abstract class that suits your purpose, and to implement at least one extending class that, and to test it out in the main. So I'm looking for a 3-file system, and that's your assignment for the week.